Hello and welcome to the Comic Conspiracy, episode 348 for the week of March 20th, 2018. My name is Ryan Higgins, who's here with me this week.
Brock Sager.
Toby.
You're not Toby.
That was pretty good, though, right? Scott.
He did not swear nearly enough to be Toby.
No, when he intros, if he's even here.
Yeah.
Toby.
Well, it's more like you have to do it at a distance. Like Toby.
Toby's on his way. Small cast today, which is fine. Not fucking 7 people sitting around here like normal.
Like last week.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, you yellow? Yeah, that's fine. That looks good. All right, look, I should actually,
There's no yellow cord.
It's orange, yellow, whatever. It's all the same.
No, it's not.
Scott, we were informing Scott of the genius of Captain N the Game Master, and then that led into a discussion of Super Mario Brothers Super Show featuring Lou Albano. So.
Killer.
R.I.P.
Killer jams.
Is this a comic book podcast?
Hooked on the Brothers. No, it's a new episode of the Geekbox where all we do is talk about Nintendo because that's all we do on the Geekbox now.
It should be called the Nintendo Box.
That's the joke a listener made when he wrote in and told us to stop talking about Nintendo on the Geekbox. And it's like, no. So just like we talk about Nintendo on the Geekbox, we're going to talk about DC here on the Comic Conspiracy Podcast.
And Marvel.
What? Yeah, we'll talk about Marvel at some point, I'm sure. No, we have a lot of Marvel stuff to talk about as well. A handful of random stuff to discuss. Let's start with a new comic series. Now, being the podcast, I know how this works. Everything is going to get announced Thursday or tomorrow morning on Wednesday. So,
or while we're recording.
Well, WonderCon is this weekend.
Yes.
I will 100% guarantee you that we're going to find out the entire creative team and solicitation for all the upcoming DC comics, including whatever else they're doing at Justice League, whatever else they're doing at the Titans. So we'll have a whole bunch of stuff to talk about from New York Comic Con next week. Because
New York or WonderCon?
Sorry, WonderCon. This is going to happen. I don't know anything. I'm just telling you this is going to happen because it's WonderCon and it's the closest big con. And this is going to all be out before San Diego. So.
Well, this would be when they would need to announce for stuff that's upcoming.
Yeah, so we got some solicitation stuff today for June, and we got a bunch of info on upcoming titles. The first one that I would like to discuss is Justice League. We finally got the full creative team and character breakdown for the new Justice League book. Of course, you know that's by Scott Snyder. It is going to be Jorge Jimenez, who's doing Super Sons, and I just had his name here, and Jim Chung is doing, so they're doing alternating arcs. And in the team, tell me if this team sounds a little familiar, Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, Flash, Green Lantern, but Green Lantern is... John Stewart, correct.
Speaking of Johns...
Martian Manhunter. Did I say Martian Manhunter?
No. Cyborg.
Cyborg wasn't on the other team. And Hawkgirl. This is the team, for the most part, just add Cyborg, as Justice League Unlimited. This is the Justice League / Justice League Unlimited team.
What?
Which people have been requesting for years.
Yeah, but what's up with Hawkgirl? Why? I mean, why not?
Well, they're going to
promote Raven or put somebody...
it's the JLU team.
Yeah.
And this is coming out of Metal. Right, because she's embedded in Metal.
Yep.
Right, so it makes sense to bring her in.
Okay.
Martian Manhunter's back on the team, which I know will make a lot of people happy.
Love it.
John Stewart will make a lot of people happy being on the team. Now, in Hal Jordan, currently he's the head of the Green Lantern Corps, so I don't know if they plan on pulling him.
I thought John was.
John Stewart.
John Stewart's the head,
yeah,
not Hal.
In Hal Jordan, in the Hal Jordan comic.
Okay.
Yeah. John's been the head of the Green Lantern Corps for a while now, so I'm curious if they're going to pull him away from that and give it to Hal or someone else. But, it's a killer team.
Don't give it to Guy, please.
You know what's great about this team is it's no longer going to be Christopher Priest writing.
Yeah, I can't.
I stopped getting Justice League for the first time in...
Quite a while?
A couple decades.
Yeah. I mean, this book is going to be so good. It's also bi-monthly or bi-weekly, so twice a month. Now, some people may not like this, but some of these books are going to $3.99, so this is going to be twice a month at $3.99.
Yeah.
You're paying a premium for Snyder.
Yeah,
right.
Basically.
So,
and the cover for number 2.
I am not going to say anything that will jinx anything.
Awesome
for another book.
Yeah, story
right now.
Cover.
So I'm not going to say anything.
Well,
premium.
his his art on Super Sons was fantastic. When I heard they're ending that book, I was pretty bummed. But okay, him doing Justice League, that's fine. That's
fine. And I'm sure we'll get something else. They've been pretty good about putting the right characters with the right artists and the right writers for. I know Rebirth had, pre-Rebirth 52 had a downslide towards the end, but I still felt like their core books were fairly solid.
The big ones, yeah.
And then the big Rebirth, obviously, they've been pretty good since then.
So, there's a Titan special. There's the 5 Man of Steel one-shot issue, or the 5-issue miniseries. It's weekly. That's coming out by Brian Michael Bendis. That's coming out in June, which means July is going to be all the new Superman stuff. So we'll have Action 1001, Superman #1. These have already been announced, but I guarantee you we'll hear this weekend probably about Superboy, Supergirl, Legion, maybe anything else they're doing. It's Superman characters. So I don't know what else they have for Justice League. It feels like if they're ending America, Titans, and Teen Titans, there should be probably at least 3 books to replace those. And Super Sons and Supergirl. So we could be hearing about 4, 5, possibly 6 more titles coming out from WonderCon this weekend. Really looking forward to it. So let's see what they got coming up. Toby is randomly standing outside the store.
Really just randomly standing outside the store.
If only Toby worked here and had a key to come in. Toby, we're talking about the Justice League Unlimited team that's going to be in the new Justice League comics.
Yay.
You heard about this?
The one that I started from Marvel.
Jimenez.
Jorge Jimenez and Jim Chung, yeah. And he came over from Marvel, right? He's been exclusive at Marvel for years, as far as I know. So, yeah, it's the big JLU team from the show, and plus Cyborg, which is pretty typical. So, again, this comes out of No Justice, which is the weekly series in May. Yeah, can't wait to see what they do here. So, again, I'm sure we will hear lots more about this at WonderCon
How many more
this weekend.
kidnapping and ass rapings they're going to do to Marvel?
What?
How many more kidnappings and ass raping they're going to do to Marvel?
I have no idea what you're talking about. I assume 0.
You're kidnapping them artists, man.
Marvel opened up their pocketbook and they're bringing people over. Or DC opened up their pocketbook and they're grabbing people. So, if Marvel's not paying, if Disney's not paying, then they're going to go where they're going to go. What's his face? That was doing Daredevil, the artist. I think he's doing something for DC. He's doing like a cover or something, I thought. I'm totally blanking on the book. I'm totally blanking on the artist's name now. It's killing me. Oh, whatever. No big deal. Yeah, people are going over to DC for Marvel, but Marvel just signed Chip Zdarsky exclusive. They signed Kelly Thompson a little bit ago, so Marvel still has some people. And I wonder if we'll hear about Zdarsky doing FF at Zdarsky doing Fantastic Four at WonderCon. I think that would be a big big thing to talk about there.
Would it be too bizarre if DC would buy Marvel, the comic book label, while Disney still has the movie? And the movie section buys the DC section? So it'd be like
Warner
all
Brothers buys the
crossover
comics.
but all wrong.
DC will take care of the comics. Marvel, you take care of the movie.
DC will publish
Yeah,
Marvel
that's what
comics.
I mean. Yeah, Disney is going to just buy Warner Brothers, but the comic DC, which I know is owned by Warner Brothers, don't start crying, goes and buys Marvel. That'd be kind of funny because, they're going to be depleted with artists and writers.
Pretty difficult, but maybe. I don't know. I don't think
really
they could do that.
weird.
To see one company publish
All the majors?
that much content.
Then it'd be Marvel / DC versus Image, and that's pretty much it.
No, what they would do is Disney would say, we don't want Marvel publishing our comics, but we still want to make money off of this. So Disney doesn't own any of the companies that does all their stuff. They just farm these out to other companies. So they would license DC to publish Marvel comics. They wouldn't. Warner Brothers would not buy Marvel from Disney. Disney would still own it.
Wouldn't that be weird as hell?
But DC would be a license deal where DC would publish Marvel comics. That'd be very strange.
That was super weird.
It'd be very, very weird.
It's not out of It could be reality, man, with all the things going down under these days.
Who knows? I mean, again, the comic business is such a tiny part of what Marvel brings to Disney. So.
I mean, I come from the Mario Sonic days. Never have I thought Sonic would ever be on a Nintendo machine. So
let alone teaming up and doing Olympics together.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Well, if you want to know what Disney's going to do with Marvel, we had another pretty big announcement today, coming from my favorite place, Disneyland.
But it caused sadness for you.
Some sadness.
A little bit. You cried on the inside when some little kid ride was going to get shut down in California Adventure.
A little bit of sadness, yeah. So Disneyland announced today that they are going to be closing a big chunk of Disney's California Adventure. It is going to take place where the Guardians of the Galaxy ride currently is now. That is going to stay.
Yeah, I was going to say, they just spend money on that shit.
And they're going to
Didn't they just close a bunch for Star Wars stuff?
Star Wars is being added. No, still there. Star Wars is being added to Disneyland. Yeah, so Disneyland's staying the same size, and they're making, or staying as is, and they're adding like a third again for Star Wars Land behind Disneyland. And in California Adventure, the whole area where Bugs Life, the Bugs Life section is, which is kind of like the little kid section.
Yeah, get rid of that.
Yeah, that is going, and it's all going to be Marvel stuff.
That's horseshit, anyways.
So,
it's got his third favorite ride.
Exactly, horseshit.
What? Let me see. Where is my Disney?
Do the listeners know that you only like baby rides? I think they do, right?
Yeah.
That we're totally just making fun of right now.
Yes.
I don't actually think it's horseshit, but... you know this thing called Knott's Farm with the 5-year-olds? I think that's more up your alley, dude.
Dude, doesn't Knott's have like legit roller coasters and stuff? Like I can't go on those.
No, they just have.
I'm talking about the 5-year-old ones.
No, the 5-year-old ones don't go. Like,
Yeah.
they barely go sideways.
At Great America,
They have 5-year-old ones at Disneyland too, which is why I like them. So let me read. It says at Disneyland Resort, the new superhero themed land will begin recruiting guests in 2020, with even more new experiences to follow. The Guardians of the Galaxy will be joined by Spider-Man and the Avengers, and will become a completely immersive superhero universe, furthering the evolution of Disney California Adventure Park. The new land will be anchored by the popular Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout, which is the ride that already exists.
Yeah.
In the adjacent space, it is currently occupied by a Bugs Land. It's Tough to Be a Bug, which was their theater 3D projection show.
Aw.
Do you ever go on that one?
But I went to the Muppets one, which I thoroughly miss.
Yeah. It's Tough to Be a Bug
Muppet
closed
one
March
was
19th. It closed yesterday.
Who's your favorite Muppet?
Gonzo.
Of course.
He used to be my most hated one, but then over life, I was like, no, he's actually the most awesomest of them all.
It's
That's
Animal.
correct
It's
answer.
always Animal.
No.
No, I like him
Animal.
too.
You like Taz, don't you?
Taz?
Yeah. People don't like Animal like Taz. You like Taz.
Like from Looney Tunes?
Yes.
Tasmanian
No?
Devil?
Bugs. I'm a Bugs guy. Bugs is awesome.
Then
And I like Wile E. Coyote.
If you're a Bugs guy, then you're a Kermit guy.
No.
Well, I like Wile E. Coyote. Anyway, it's Tough to Be a Bug closed March 19th to make way for this heroic experience. The rest of the land will close late summer. So you have until the end of summer to go ride one of the top 5 rides at Disney's California Adventure, which is Heimlich's Choo Choo Train, one of my absolute favorite rides at Disneyland.
Jesus Christ.
How tall do you have to be for that one? 2 feet?
I believe there is no
3?
height restriction.
There's no height
They
restriction.
have infant seats.
It is
Baby.
funny. It's hilarious.
You can hold a baby with
He
one
talks
hand
about
and still be able to ride that ride.
I have to say, I do like my choo-choo trains, but this sounds
He
a
talks
little
about
weird.
wanting to eat candy corn. He burps a bunch, Toby. Like, you'd love it. It's such a great ride. It's one of my
So
favorite.
what you're telling us is
One of my favorite rides there.
if you get to go and experience this one last time,
Oh, I'm
you're
going.
gonna videotape yourself.
The line's going to be like 3 hours long for Heimlich's. I'm telling you, like it's secretly like one of the best rides in the park.
Facebook Live.
It
I don't
has a
actually
legit
remember that
audience
one.
for that
Facebook
ride.
Facebook Live it.
Wait,
onto
where is
the,
Is it a Disney?
Yeah.
It's in Bugs Land.
California?
Yeah. This
You
whole
gotta
area.
pay extra to go to that.
Yeah, the
thing.
whole
I only went there once in my lifetime.
the whole California Adventure is getting
Never been
or
to
that whole area in California
That's
Adventure.
the one with the light show at the night, right?
No, that's regular
I
Disney.
mean, they both have it.
No, the water one.
They both
Oh.
have water
Yeah.
ones.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
But I think I only went there once. I remember playing...
because it costs extra money to go there, and it already costs like $100.
Yeah, but hold on. I played this awesome
15
3D
bucks.
bus game where you go and play all these arcade games.
Buzz Lightyear?
Yeah, but it's like
no, that's in Tomorrowland.
No. You guys are all wrong. That's where all the dumb people go play Buzz. All the smart people go play Buzz at this other place.
There's
at
no
Disney
other Buzz.
Yes, there is. You wear these 3D glasses, and all you do is play these mini games that are all slightly different.
Oh, you're talking about Toy Story Mania.
Yeah.
Toy Story Mania is fucking incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, fine, it wasn't Buzz.
No.
But it's awesome.
Yeah, and that's staying. So basically, Disneyland is going to become Disney and Star Wars.
And Marvel.
No. California Adventure is Marvel and Pixar. Because they just redid the
Why
whole
don't they do
area.
all like the Star Wars and Marvel on one side and all the Mickey Mouse on the other side?
That's what a lot of people wanted.
Yeah.
But they're not. They want reasons for adults
to go to both.
Adults and men to go to both. I'm
not a man and I'm not an adult, so where do I go?
You're a man-child.
Yeah.
That's the reason. So, again, my fear is that they're going to replace a lot of more rides friendly to people like myself with stuff that I just can't go on.
Do you drink a lot of Irish car bombs before you go to these rides?
No.
Because otherwise, I don't understand your lure to these rides.
Do you not like the
I can
roller
push you
coasters 'cause
around,
you get sick?
Can you do it in a funny German accent? Oh, actually, you probably can do it in a funny German accent.
I can push you around in your little stool. It's about the same, like, around the store. I mean, like, that's the
Can
same
you push
amount
me
of...
through gigantic, like, bags of candy corn
The
and
answer-
like animal crackers and make like little like vanilla smells shoot
Yes.
out so it
Yes.
smells like I'm going through
Yes.
boxes of animal crackers?
But you're going to have to take a risk and pop some LSD beforehand, and then Toby could make that happen for you. You might freak out a little bit.
I love Heimlich. It's so funny.
Why-
I thought he was going to say I would
Why
love
am I thinking of a
LSD.
Patreon tier where we make Ryan go on a roller coaster?
No.
Well, he
I-
might die.
I hate
Did you
them.
know that?
I
I
get,
Why
talked
do you
to-
hate them?
I talked.
I get really sick.
Oh, you need to. All you need
No.
to do is take the
Doesn't
bromine
work.
stuff.
I
doesn't
secretly talked to
Does it
Leanne.
not work because you've tried it?
Yeah, it doesn't work. Yeah,
When
I
did
get
you
real,
try it?
I've tried. I've tried
Name me the
boning
last
and
2 times.
what the hell is it? Dramamine and all that stuff.
What year?
I don't know.
Scott,
it makes me sick.
So for his bachelor party that he actually never gotten, I actually kind of talked to Leanne about, like, fuck it, let's give him the Batman experience. And she was like, what you talking about? I was like, let's take him to Santa Cruz, let's go ziplining with a cape on. She goes, he's gonna die! Don't do that, he's literally gonna die!
No, I think ziplining would be fun.
She doesn't know you. Should have not married that woman then.
I'm not going upside down on a zip line.
You don't have to. That's voluntarily at the very end.
Roller coasters.
That's voluntarily at the end, or if you're crazy.
Yeah. No, I can't.
You down? We gonna give you a cape? We go ziplining?
Ziplining?
We're finally doing your bachelor's after all this
I
time?
think ziplining. I actually am not. I'm not against ziplining.
You sure?
Yeah, I'd be
We
fine
should
with
seriously
ziplining.
make these things
She thought you were gonna die. She goes, do not do that. He's gonna have a panic attack and die. That's what she said. Out of her own words. She's like, do not do that. He's gonna, like, panic attack and die up there.
I mean, I might have a panic attack, but I won't die. But I think ziplining would be okay.
We're gonna
But
dress him up as
yeah,
Batman.
Batman with the fucking cape.
No, I
Go,
think we should get
"Whee!"
in a mask,
Yeah, and a mask. Yeah, go whee!
I have
like a
some.
full Adam West
I have
Batman
some. I have
outfit.
some. I have some very. There's a
You kinda
little part of me that
remind me a lot
wants.
of Adam West.
There's a little part of me that wants to do that Vegas where you go ziplining like over the.
Oh, the
strip.
Superman? You
Yeah.
sure?
That seems.
That's slightly faster than your ride, so you like at
Again,
Disneyland, dude.
Let's just make it a Patreon tier.
It's
But again-
straight though.
It's straight. It's just I feel I'm strapped in. I feel secure.
So you're
It's
safe for
scary.
ziplining because it goes
No,
straight.
he doesn't like to do roller coasters because he gets sick.
Right. I get upside down. It turns. It makes me nauseous.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the
So
problem.
where's the
And then for
panic
the
attack
next
coming
hour
from?
and
I
a
don't
half,
understand.
he feels sick.
That's my panic attack. Is that I'm fucking gonna die on this thing.
Oh yeah, I would.
So there is dying involved in these rides of you.
But I think it's. I
Because of
don't.
the
I don't
panic
think I
attack.
would die on a zip line. I'm less concerned about dying on a zip line.
You could blame Leanne shut that one down. I was totally gonna do the Santa Cruz Batman ziplining thing again.
I feel like you could go on one roller coaster and be fine, and that would be it.
No, I've done them.
None?
I hate them. Like I can
I
go
want
on
the ones that don't go upside down.
No. He couldn't go on more than one though, because more than one would just fuck you up.
I can go on one, and then I'm like, well, that's my day.
Yeah,
Really?
I'm out.
I can go on like Big Thunder, which is sort of like the
Oh, that one rattles you around.
Yeah.
no, not the new one. They redid it.
Oh.
It's perfect now.
Oh, it is?
I can go on Big Thunder. That's my cutoff. I can't even go on the one at Santa Cruz.
Can he go inside the
That
ball?
thing,
The giant.
that thing, like you're gonna.
It just drops you.
Well, it's not just a drop. It's just I feel like I'm gonna shake out of my.
You can't go on-
my skeleton's
You
gonna
can't go on
shake
the
out of my
Grizzly,
body.
then. at Great America.
God, no. I can't go on anything at Great America. I've been there twice.
How about the ones
Twice?
inside
What about the
golf
drop
ball?
zone? The ones that stop at the top and then
Hell
just drop
no.
you down.
How about the golf
Hell
ball
no.
one? You're inside the golf ball.
I don't know what that is.
What?
You're inside a giant ball. What's that?
Like
the
a
one?
hamster?
No, you went to the Disneyland and fucking
There was no
Mexico? No, not
Chippendale.
Mexico.
Hamster ball.
No, the fucking Disneyland that you went to over in Florida.
Disney
Yeah.
World.
Okay, now
Epcot's
imagine
not a roller coaster.
I know, but imagine that giant ass ball, but with a roller coaster
You're
inside.
talking about Space Mountain. No, I can't do Space Mountain. But it's
Oh,
Space
hell no,
Mountain.
Mountain
you'd
is not a
so
ball.
vomit.
Oh, I
I've done
love
it.
Space
Oh, you
Mountain.
would did
Space
you
Mountain is
barf?
so
I did it
fun.
recently. I was like,
sick for hours afterwards.
yeah, I
Have
got
you done the
super
Matterhorn
sick.
lately?
I love Matterhorn.
I have no problem with Matterhorn.
Matterhorn's better.
I can't.
Lot-
Oh, that hurts my back.
A lot of people hate the Matterhorn.
Hey,
I have
when
no
are we going to
problem with it.
Disneyland together where I could like?
I've told you.
Oh man, it would be crazy.
He'd be
fun.
down to go whenever.
Like literally right now. Like, let's
That's
go.
what we'll do.
So
Instead of
Scott and I are gonna
WonderCon, let's
finish
go to
this podcast.
Disneyland.
We're gonna find
I struck
tickets.
out on the 100 signing, so I really have no reason to go to WonderCon anymore.
That's gonna be his bachelor party. We'll dress him up, Adam West Batman,
At Disneyland?
at Disney.
They won't let that happen. Anyway, Disneyland's getting a bunch of Marvel stuff. That's cool.
All right.
I'll be there for that. I'll be there for that and Star Wars, and not go on any of the rides because I'm gonna get too sick.
Can you do the Star Tours?
I love Star Tours. Though my favorite ride of all time is Back to the
Have you
Future.
done the new Star Tours? Because the new Star Tours,
I haven't done the new one
is
yet.
3D.
I've never seen the
That's
new
the
one.
problem. I can't do it because of the 3D. I just take the glasses off and I'm fine.
Yeah, did you do Back to the Future? That was my favorite ride
that was
of all
really
time.
cool. Yeah,
It's not there
Universal.
anymore. They're replaced by some stupid Simpsons crap.
Yeah. The Simpsons one made me hella sick. Yeah, the Simpsons one made me really sick. I couldn't do that.
Ah.
I can't do any of the 3D stuff.
No,
Well,
the
but
3D
Back
stuff
to the
is worse
Future
than almost
wasn't-
a regular roller coaster.
But Back to the Future wasn't 3D.
No,
It was just...
Simpsons.
You
I
can't-
believe Simpsons is.
You couldn't do Indiana Jones, could you?
Oh,
I
Indiana Jones
love
is
it.
awesome
I
too.
love it. I can do Indy.
Yeah,
Indy's fine.
Indiana Jones is.
It's awesome.
I love it. It's one of my favorite rides.
The last time I
Tours?
went was when it was new.
That's what he asked. I can't do it because of the 3D. I'll do it. I just take the glasses off and I can't see shit.
So why don't you take your 2D glasses with you?
I tried. They don't work. It only works on like certain types of 3D.
Oh,
Like
that's awesome.
movie ones, not.
We tried. It's 2D glasses
He's
don't
like,
work at Star Tours.
Damn it!
Yeah, I was super pissed.
How long did you have to wait? 5 hours to find out that the glasses didn't work?
Oh, dude, I'd never wait for any ride at Disneyland. You're a scrub if you wait in line for anything. Did you Fast Pass, Max Pass, no one to go? Don't wait in line.
Max Pass? What
Yeah,
the fuck
don't wait.
is that?
Don't get on my level.
Now
dude.
that'll be
you
the
don't
best
have to wait
thing
in line
if
for
we go
anything.
with him.
Yeah,
We'll
he
know.
has it all figured out.
Max Pass is a new thing they put at Disneyland that for $10 a day you can create fast passes from anywhere in the park, and we actually found out from you could also be outside the park and do it, depending if you're close enough. So like we could set fast passes from our hotel and just go to the park and get in the fast pass line and go right in. If you're on one side of the park, you can set a fast pass for the other side of the park. Just walk over, get on the ride.
Why would people not buy this?
This just started like at the 6 months ago, maybe. So maybe
So at what point is all these fast passes going to have longer lines than the normal line, and I go into the normal line?
they haven't yet. At
People
some,
don't want to pay the extra $10.
maybe at some point, it's $10 a person per day, right? So if you get a
is
family
the
of 5
Little
people,
Mermaid ride cool?
oh, Little Mermaid's amazing.
Is
Yeah.
it
Oh,
really?
yeah, it's
What is
great.
it?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't even know what it is. I just remember they were building it.
It's just like Haunted Mansion. It's just you just sit in a
a Ryan ride.
seashell and
That's
yeah,
a
it's,
Ryan ride.
Yeah,
It's a Ryan ride.
Yeah, it's a dark ride. Yeah. It's so funny though.
Do you go
It's so
underwater?
Dude, you got to admit, you love the Haunted Mansion.
You go.
I love the Haunted
I
Mansion.
that's
do.
my
It's
favorite
brilliant.
ride.
It's
Yeah,
really
oh,
cool.
it's my favorite
Well,
ride.
I like it because you
Love
go
it.
into the beginning and you actually kind of.
It's cool.
I mean, it makes you feel like you're there, right?
Yeah.
When you go down. Yeah, I mean, I like those kind of.
The Disneyland
Ideas.
podcast.
Yeah, apparently. Yeah.
Yeah.
This isn't nostalgia. This is that's the Disney podcast. We're gonna talk about this is Doctor Who. Scott loves watching my old Doctor Who's that pop up on my TV here.
This is like, I thought it was
K9.
I thought it was a joke.
No.
I thought it was a
K9
joke
is awesome.
parody of Doctor Who.
No, he even shows up in the new one.
Yeah, K9's great.
All I know is that I thought it was a joke parody of Doctor
the
Who.
robot-
Sorry, Charlie.
There is a parody of Doctor
I
Who,
apologize.
but there's less clothes involved.
Constantine,
Yes,
my
thank
favorite,
you.
your favorite, everyone's favorite.
John's back.
Matt Ryan.
He's been back for a bit, huh?
Matt Ryan. Right?
Yeah, he's been back on
But
Legends of
he's
Tomorrow.
really back.
Yeah, a
Like-
couple episodes. And a new report has come out that says if Legends of Tomorrow is picked up, and it will
will.
be, there is pretty sure that Matt Ryan will join the cast as a full member of the team through what'll be his 4th season. So I am so happy if Matt Ryan and Constantine show up on Legends as full time, because man,
he was born to be Constantine.
Perfect. Perfect. So good.
Smarmy.
Yeah. So good.
Slightly kind of grimy.
Yeah. I there was an episode, I haven't seen this past episode that he was on, but the previous one that he was on of Legends Tomorrow, where they have to go, they're dealing with Damien Dark's, his daughter, right, that's possessed by by Malice or whatever the hell the
I'm behind this season.
I can't remember what the evil thing that's possessing people's name is. Doesn't matter. The interaction between him and White Canary, between him and Sarah, is so perfect. Oh, I love him on Legends of Tomorrow. So I'm super happy if he comes on. I don't see how he's not on this. How it doesn't get picked up. So I think yeah, they have to have another season. And Constantine talking about Scott showed me some Booster Gold
coming up in Batman. Thanks, Tom King.
Yes, Booster Gold's very important. I think we're going to hear about some big Booster Gold news pretty soon. There was 2 movie things I wanted to talk about before we hit some questions. One, there isn't much to say, but this got officially announced.
Black Panther.
What's that?
Number 1, baby.
Yeah, 5 weeks in a row? Yeah, that's ridiculous.
I told you guys were like, Wrinkle in Time's going to beat it, and I was like, nope. It's not going to happen.
Wrinkle in Time. Well, funny you mentioned Wrinkle in Time.
Wrinkle in Time wasn't going to do very well.
I thought it was going to do better than that. That bombed real bad.
Because everybody thinks it should be on Oprah's network. That's what it looks like.
Can I share a story?
It's probably pretty good. I'm probably going to go see it next week.
One of my coworkers, he lives in Piedmont, which is near Oakland, so he watched Black Panther in Oakland.
Yeah.
And he goes, it's an experience to watch it there because the whole theater was cheering for Killmonger at the very end when he goes like, send me down with the ancestor rather than being bondage.
Yeah.
He goes, the entire theater started cheering. I was like, oh man, that's awesome.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Ava DuVernay, I believe I'm pronouncing her last name correctly, the director of Wrinkle in Time.
Which evidently was a pretty good movie that none of us have seen, correct?
I watched Laura Croft. That was amazing.
Yes.
So much better than fucking... Look,
so good.
I love Angie, but holy shit, this is the Laura Croft that needed to be done on.
She is so good.
So good.
As Laura.
Yeah.
She doesn't have the giraffe neck.
I don't know what you're talking about. The movie was fucking good. It's everything that Angelina Jolie's movies weren't. Like... that what it was supposed to be.
I mean, it's based entirely off the more recent game. It's just the game in a movie format. It's the same script and everything.
Yeah, my friend says he plays it all the time, and he said there are some scenes in the game that are just
it's exact.
in the movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, some of the trap.
Well, I didn't
He's
play
like,
the new
yeah,
game.
I saw up left, and I saw duck, and I saw all these things.
No, I really, really, really like this new Laura
So
Croft
good.
movie.
Yeah.
That was so fun.
good.
And it's all the stuff that should have been in the Angie movies, and it just was never there.
Yeah. So Ava DuVernay, director of Wrinkle in Time, is going to direct a New Gods movie for Warner Brothers. Yes. Now, we have no information past this. This could never happen. I always say just I believe it when they start filming or when I see a trailer.
Okay, so instead of making a really good another Batman movie or a really good Superman movie, they opted for Suicide Squad, and now not Wrinkle of Time, but now New Gods.
But you have to remember, they're going to have to rest Batman, Superman. Mm-hmm. They're going to have to rest them a while. Because,
I mean, they need to get them correct first.
No, I mean, think about Spider-Man. Homecoming was a very good movie that wasn't a huge box office smash.
It did all right.
It did fine.
It did really good. Yeah.
But it was not.
I feel like it's like the comic industry. You have to get the pillars strong. Once the pillar's strong, you can do these You Got movies or Suicide Squad movies.
Well, Toby, remember, this doesn't mean that this is going to happen tomorrow.
Of course it's going to happen tomorrow. It's the digital age, man.
We have
get cell phones
Aquaman.
out, you start filming. No, I'm kidding.
We have Aquaman this year. We have Wonder Woman and Shazam next year.
When does Aquaman come out?
December. After that, we have Batman, Man of Steel 2, Justice League 2, Suicide Squad 2.
That's what I'm waiting for. That era.
Nightwing.
Yeah.
Birds of Prey.
Yeah.
Gotham City Sirens.
It's going to be best year of all time.
New Gods.
That's like 3 or 4 years.
New Gods.
Is this happening after like when Marvel is done with the Infinity War Part 2?
Booster Gold.
DC is just waiting it out like everybody with the
Blue
Warriors.
Beetle in Booster Gold?
Don't know.
I
Booster
hope so.
Gold. What
Super Buddies.
other movie? I know I'm forgetting. Green Lantern Corps.
All coming out in 2020?
The Joker origin movie.
All of them. One a week.
Could be so
Were they going to do a Lobo?
Lobo, correct. Who else am I missing?
Plastic Man.
No, I don't think I've heard a Plastic Man movie. These are all the movies in
Elongated
some
Man?
level of discussion or production. So throw a New Gods movie on top of the mix. Sure, why not? Because, like, I doubt 3/4 of these are going to be made. But if they want to do a New Gods movie, awesome. Like, I'm 100% down for that.
Don't you think they could do an adapted screenplay to Identity Crisis and it would be pretty darn good?
I think people...
Or do you think people would not like that? That was so good.
I love Identity Crisis. The internet hates Identity Crisis.
What?
I think that is not the movie they need to make.
Why does the internet hate Identity Crisis?
Rape.
Oh.
This is a tough.
Truth.
That would be a tough movie to
Yep.
to do
Yeah.
accurately to the comic. That is not a scene that people seem to have kind of not
They don't
been too
embrace
into
that?
No. What did you... Infinite Identity Crisis?
Identity.
Oh, okay.
That was the one that started all the crises.
That was Dan Didio's kind of first big like launch into being editor for DC.
The writer was...
Brad Meltzer.
Yeah.
Yep.
Who's a writer?
Rags Morales was the artist
Rags
on that who
yeah.
fucking disappeared to nothing.
Gone.
I don't know what happened to that dude.
Meltzer.
Amazing artist.
Gone.
No, Meltzer.
No, I mean he does novels.
He does novels.
He's a novelist.
He does novels.
Yeah.
He's been doing a lot of children's stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just doesn't do a ton of comics anymore. He wasn't doing a ton of comics even at the time. He only did a
Hey,
handful.
I will say
Green Arrow was great.
I approve of the Captain Phasma Poe Dameron internet
Yeah,
casting for Big Barda and Scott Free.
Yeah, Mr. Miracle.
That was pretty funny.
So I just again, I'm 100% down for a New Gods movie. I just one more movie on Warner Brothers
Just throw
list.
another pile on the list. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know what they would do with it, but yeah, cool. We'll see what happens. But something that is happening, it's happening very, very soon. Avengers Infinity War had their first trailer, apparently. I don't know what that other thing we saw was. According to it, this was trailer number 1.
That was super teaser.
The 3-minute teaser.
The 3-minute teaser.
So if you are Bryce, 100% don't want to hear a single possible thing ever about Infinity War at all before you go see. Now,
You definitely listen to the next couple of minutes.
yeah.
Hey, did
Now-
you see it, Toby?
What, the trailer?
Yeah.
Dude,
The new one?
I woke up, saw it, went on the shitter and watched it like 15 times, and then I was late to work, late to brush my teeth, late to put on my pants, and
Did you wipe?
In that order.
yeah.
No, he didn't. He was so excited.
He was so
He just went
excited.
short, double trow.
I must have watched it 15 times in a row.
Now, before we start
Before
talking about the
anything
trailer,
else.
I've seen it one time.
Uh-huh.
I saw it right before the podcast.
That's it?
Yep.
Before we talk about the trailer, though, I do want to talk about. I'm going to talk about something that we're not going to talk about.
What? Black
Now,
Panther?
I don't know if anyone. There was a couple articles. I saw it on Newsarama first. It was in a bunch of different places.
Wait, hold on.
I know,
not gonna-
I know,
I'm not gonna-
I know, I know what it is.
No, I'm not-
I know,
you need to be quiet,
I know,
too.
I know what it is.
I'm not gonna spoil anything.
It's reshoots because it was so horrible.
No, that was
no,
James
no,
Brolin
no.
trolling everybody.
So with this type of, we're this close to a movie, stuff starts coming out. I clicked on it and went, man, yeah, I probably shouldn't have clicked on.
Were you bummed you clicked on it?
No, not bummed. Just, I mean,
It was a spoiler. Level 2, level 5.
level 5, like
no idea what you're
level
talking
3 plus. Okay,
Oh.
like
That sucks.
legit level, like legit the most spoiler you
Really?
could possibly have for this movie. Yeah,
I have
yeah.
actually no idea what you're talking about
right.
That's
So
fantastic. So
I just want to say, this stuff is out there.
Really?
Be very careful.
Is this what
It could be bullshit.
72-hour spoiler thing was about?
That's
could
what
be
that
total-
was. That's what that was about.
What's that?
Your
The
72-hour
72-hour spoiler thing.
No. That was something totally different.
What was that about?
There's just someone posted something about the Flash TV show, and people were like, "Whoa, dude, spoilers!" It was just something from the current episode that was on that night.
Oh,
But it
You
was
put
like,
a giant red banner for a Flash TV show?
no, but it was just
that's for life.
don't
And then
post.
somebody trolled him. What about the comic stuff that you spoiled on the podcast from the next day's comics?
Yeah. Well, that's different.
Fucking Martian Manhunter.
Fucking Martian Manhunter did.
So, if you are wanting to be, again, it could be total bullshit. It could be total bullshit. I believe it's total bullshit. However, be careful. We're very close to release. We're a month and change away. If you don't want spoilers, this is the
Did you buy
time
tickets?
for me.
Oh, you motherfucker.
It's April,
Our theater's closed.
It's April 27.
Yeah.
Yeah, I won't be in town.
Real fans see it Thursday, April 26th.
Damn it.
Real friends buy tickets for other friends.
Real friends don't let their local movie theater shut down.
Hey, I've been going almost...
Toby didn't have anything to do with that. Why you?
yeah, I've
He
been
wanted
going
a
like
ticket.
twice a week, at least.
I talked to him about this already, and he says, well, like, there's Saratoga. I'm like, yeah, we can go to Saratoga.
No, Saratoga's gone down
You
the
could go to
shitter.
Stickyville.
Stickyville's going down the shitter. Saratoga's going down the shitter. Mountain View is too damn comfortable. This was my theater.
Mountain View is too comfortable.
Yeah.
He falls asleep at every movie he goes to see.
Plus,
at the Mountain.
I really like the murals on the wall.
So, I like those. Maybe you can get them. Maybe you can go take them off the wall.
Or at least go take pictures of it.
So, yes, our local theater is shutting down. So
Hitchcock
we're not
is my
going.
favorite
So
one.
the big nerd group that we always get together for these movies, we're all going to have to go see it by ourselves, like a bunch of losers.
I don't understand why we just can't pick a new theater. What's this? We have to go.
They
watch it
all
by
have
ourselves?
reserved seating.
They all have reserved seating. So
I can't buy
except for Stickyville.
Except
Stickyville doesn't have movie pass.
no, it
either.
does. It has a lot, and Saratoga, and I don't want to go to Saratoga. I don't like Saratoga. Anyway, this is way too inside baseball for anyone listening to this podcast.
They like inside
I love
baseball.
how-
Avengers trailer.
What?
Avengers trailer.
Number one, you admitted to knowing about baseball, and number two, admitted to knowing about inside baseball.
He knows baseball.
which was
He's teaching me baseball.
I'm going to a Red Sox game. I'm
Yeah.
going to a Red Sox game in a month.
Yeah, he is
Not in a month, in
he's
like 3
he's a
weeks.
complete asshole towards sports until it's
A's
baseball
game.
season.
Sorry, A's game.
Thank you.
Red Sox. Hashtag Go Sox.
Oh, God, baseball season's here.
Yeah, it's coming. It's right around the corner.
See, I
right
don't
around the
understand.
corner,
He's
buddy.
complete jerk towards sports guys until it's fucking baseball season.
Yeah, real sports start. So
The Avengers Infinity War trailer.
How many baseballs does that have?
That's a good trailer.
I got trills.
You got Trills?
I got trills.
Chills
They're
and
multiplying.
That's a good trailer. That's a good trailer. Here's the thing.
I got chills.
It's like
They're
they
multiplying.
never do bad trailers, right?
No.
They always do killer trailers.
Killer.
My hope from minute one
Yeah, see, I
for
got you.
Infinity War has been that it's slightly more serious. I expect some jokes.
Where did the comedy? It matters where the comedy comes from.
Spider-Man and Star-Lord, exactly who it should come from.
So so it's not about the fact that there are jokes. Okay, one of the reasons why Justice League didn't work is because Batman doesn't lie on the ground and whine about his back being broken. I'm sorry.
Toby, me and you, buddy, we got to edit that Justice League movie.
And Spider-Man 2.
And it's, oh yeah.
We're gonna
Spider-Man 2.
cut Jamie Foxx out of the fucking movie.
Amazing.
Sorry, Jamie Foxx. You're great in everything else. Not in that movie.
I thought you
he
meant
was
Guardians
terrible.
too. I thought you meant Guardians too.
No, Spider-Man.
No, we got to edit Guardians too.
No. We're going to cut Kurt Russell out and put Big Trouble in Little China Kurt Russell in. Perfect movie.
It might be pretty good.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they show a lot of characters. But I like that they've maintained
Who's Ghostman?
barest of
There's a Ghostman in there.
Yeah,
You're talking about Corpus Glaive.
Yeah.
he's one of the Black Order. Black
Black
Order.
Order.
Yeah. So
He looks like a Harry Potter character.
in the more recent, in the more recent, what they come from the Jonathan Hickman run of Avengers.
Yeah.
This is sort of like Thanos'
The Infinity story arc.
Yeah, it's Thanos' sort of
It's his cronies.
his henchmen.
It's his
yeah,
four horsemen.
Yeah. So
It's true.
with a movie with like fucking
So
40
trying to buy
characters,
Apocalypse.
with a movie with like 40 superheroes, do we need 5 supervillains as well? Like we're gonna have
we need 40.
God, we're gonna have
we need 40 versus 40.
We're gonna have the Black Order plus Thanos, but I kind of almost wonder. I wonder if they're really playing Thanos up more than he's actually going to be in the movie. I kind of expect we're going to get the big throwdown fight with Thanos,
where he kicks their ass at the end.
Well, where he kills half the universe, right? But
if we can easily hit the reset.
I think he's not going to be in as much of this movie as we think, because they kind of are just shown the same shots. And
do you think all those same shots are the last 2 minutes of the movie?
Probably.
Yeah.
I wonder you're gonna watch the movie like 2 hours and like, man, Thanos guy.
Where's that big purple guy?
If I had to guess,
yeah, he goes and fucks with Wakanda at the end.
4/5 of the movie is you can get some origin of Thanos, but I think the majority of the movie is going to be the Black Order coming to Earth to secure the Infinity Stone. And when that doesn't happen, the big fight at the end on Wakanda.
Infinity Stone is...
Or the two. Vision has one,
Vision
and Doctor Strange. Yeah. And
well,
rumor is Black Panther has one, but we don't.
Probably.
We don't know.
That'd
well,
be
in
funny.
this, he destroys the cube.
Yeah, well, that's one of the other.
Yeah.
That's one of the other cube. That's one of the other gens.
So we have the cube, the red...
Yeah, the Thor, the red
the Thor
thing.
stuff.
Yeah.
The cube, and then
Vision
and the Nova.
got one.
The Nova Corps has the purple one.
Yeah, and
so we're missing 2.
Yeah, I don't even keep track of which one's which anymore.
They're all
5,
different,
right?
There's
6.
There's 6.
Yeah.
Oh, so
So Speedball will have one.
Whoa.
Dark Hawk will have the other one.
So you did read that article?
No, I saw the toy line.
So yeah, I expect Thanos will not actually be in as much of this as people want, because it seems like the big fight's going to be in Wakanda. From the trailers, the big group shots are all in Wakanda. It makes sense if that's where
only
Thanos.
one team is in Wakanda.
Well, his team, Cap and Bucky and Black Panther.
It seems like they're in 3 different squads. It seems like Doctor Strange with Tony and
right.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, Scarlet Witch, and Vision.
Yeah. Well, no, I think Scarlet Witch, Vision, Hawkeye, all those guys are probably off.
Hulkbuster?
Yeah.
Hulkbuster's got to be in. Well,
that's the Hulk, right?
That's a rumor that I heard a while ago.
Yeah.
That the Hulk is actually in that Hulkbuster armor. Now, I don't know where that comes from. I think it's just the physical size of the armor.
You know, it'd be funny if some little kid is like, blah, blah, and everybody's ran with it.
Amadeus Cho, isn't it?
Yeah.
Fucking A.
But
don't hate.
It does feel like I assume that they come to the Corpus Glaive and the Black Order go to New York to try to get it from Doctor Strange, because the Avengers headquarters is that upstate New York? I don't even remember where they're.
Yep.
Oh
Is
yeah, the 3rd team, Thor and Team.
and Guardians.
Groot and no, they're broken up. It's Thor with Team Groot and Rocket. That's one squad. And I think Gamora and Star-Lord are with the Tony team.
Oh yeah, because they are talking to
Are they going after? Do you think they're going directly after Thanos?
Or are they go on a little side mission to steal Stone before he gets to it?
It's possible.
Yeah. Hey, do you think Thor is getting his eye back in this movie?
I think Thor dies in this movie.
No, not the pretty guy.
Not the pretty guy. I bet you Thor and Iron Man
We got to get rid
down.
of all the Chris's. We got to get rid of all the Chris's.
Yeah, I mean, again, this is not a spoiler for anyone that's read Infinity Gauntlet. I mean, the whole thing here is that and they talk about it in the trailer, he's trying to kill half the universe to appease Lady Death, or Mistress Death, I'm sorry. Appeasing Lady Death is Jim's job.
Ooh.
So, I think, I kind of get the feeling this movie's going to end with Thanos winning. And then Avengers 4 is them picking up the pieces and fighting back.
So we're going to get the Empire Strikes Back finish.
Yeah, I think so. If I had to guess.
It'll catapult us into the next phase.
To the Jedi. Return of the Jedi.
Well, again,
new character.
Captain Marvel's a flashback, and Ant-Man could very easily have a big asterisk at the beginning of the movie that says, this takes place before Infinity War, Because I think going from Infinity War to Ant-Man...
I would love that. I would love the asterisk.
Smile and Stan.
Just a straight throwback to comics.
Yeah. I just think
if you want more, please watch these movies.
I think it'd be very weird
in this order.
if Infinity War ended with half the universe being dead.
About a quarter into the movie,
and then Ant-Man's like a comedic, like action, wacky hijinks movie, and you're like, well, I mean, everyone I know is dead, but whatever. Let's be funny, you know. Like I think that'd be very odd. So Ant-Man can't take place at the same time, or it can't take place after Infinity War. I just don't see how that's possible.
They can do what they want to do.
I guess. Sure. I just don't see how it's possible. You guys, Infinity War, talk. What'd you like?
I think the big thing is the Cap and Thanos, where Cap's holding his hand, or like holding his fist back.
I mean, that's straight out of the comic.
Yeah.
I can do this all day.
So does Gamora punk Thanos and just take the gauntlet off his hand?
Yes. Gamora is the hero of the movie.
Again, spoilers if you read the comic. I guess if you've read Infinity Gauntlet, you know how this stuff ends.
I have a feeling it's going to be a little different.
Oh, of course.
Has to be.
Yeah.
Because otherwise it'd be a little boring.
No, but I think they'll take the major, some major beats out of it.
Yeah.
Obviously, Infinity Gauntlet takes place on the moon or on a moon. Like, it doesn't take place on Earth.
Yeah.
They form a team to go up and kick Thanos' ass.
The big thing we learned from this is that Stanley is actually the Watcher.
The Watcher. Is he going to be the one at the end to fix everything?
He calls on the Beyonder.
Well, everyone that stopped listening, they can come back and listen now.
Yeah, we weren't really exciting about this trailer for some reason, even though I totally was.
No, we were.
I got chills.
No,
I did.
Yeah. I mean, we're just spitballing. There's just nothing. We don't know anything because they very
I prefer
smartly,
it that way.
Yeah, don't show us anything in the trailer except some of the characters getting together.
Are you going to cut? Are you cutting off any trailer? Are they going to do anything?
If
this?
they were even smarter,
are you cut off?
Hey, if they were even smarter than this,
Yeah.
Oh, I'm done.
You're done.
Yeah, I'm done.
They should have done the Nolan approach. They should have gone, dong, Marvel, dong, Avengers Infinity War, and then dong, and then the date. Done.
3/4 of the trailer is just black darkness.
Yeah, and just done.
Thanos' foot.
And then we'll make the most amount of money of all time. See, they did it all wrong.
So, I mean, Black Panther is doing some crazy numbers and sold an amazing amount of tickets, but Infinity War has already broken that record for tickets sold. So,
really?
For pre-sales?
Yeah, for pre-sales. So, I think Infinity War is going to... Infinity War could beat... Infinity War will probably be the biggest movie of the year.
Do you think that Black Panther helped the hype?
No, I think Black Panther was its own special thing.
Well, yeah, it's very... But it may have helped the hype behind it.
I think the last 10, 15 years helped the hype behind it.
True.
But Black Panther doing as well as it did caused people that saw Black Panther to go see this immediately. I'm sure there's people that saw Black Panther that never saw
I have to say, I mean, I talked to a couple of normals at work, and I think they're what's it called? Super exhausted?
Sure.
My mom just saw Black Panther.
Yeah?
My mom and her friends.
Nice.
They all went. They all thought it was an okay movie. My mom loved it. She's like, it was the best.
Nice.
It had like the costumes and Black Panther.
No, I mean Black Panther is different, but I seem to be like I was hanging out with my baby cousin, and her people, they're all like in their early 20s, and they're normals, completely normals, and they're every one of them. They're like, yeah, Black Panther maybe, but all the other superhero movies, they're pretty much done.
Yeah.
They lost track of them. They don't know what's going on anymore. Like they just don't care anymore.
Yeah,
they've been super exhausted or whatever it's called.
People could say that, and then Infinity War is going to do $1.5 billion.
It's because we watch it 15 times each.
That's how these movies make money, right?
Yeah, it's like...
You don't do $650 million domestic unless people are seeing these movies multiple times. So some people may burn out, but you have people that are going to see it a ton, and you have new people coming in. I remember when we saw, I think it was Doctor Strange. I walked out of the... I probably told this on here. When we were walking out of the theater, there was like two older women in the front row, front little area when we walked by. And one of the ladies was like, "Oh, I really like that movie. I know there's other. I know this is like part of like some other movies, but like I
then
think
she goes Wikipedia's it up. I go, wait, it's been 17 movies before this.
Like, I overheard her talking. She's like, I don't know who that guy at the end is, and the other lady's like, oh, his name's Thor. He's from one of the other movies. But like the lady had never seen like any of the other Marvel movies, so she goes to see Doctor Strange, right? I mean, that's. not everyone's us, right?
Yeah.
So some people may get burned out, but a lot of people they're just going to drop in, drop out, and if word of mouth is good, like Black Panther, they'll go see it, right?
I watched.
So give us some BP numbers
for Black Panther.
Yeah, what do we got going on? I haven't looked.
I want to say it's got to be close.
It broke
to
the billion, right?
Yeah. It's got to be close to 650 domestic. I know it's doing, and this really isn't a surprise. I know it didn't do very well in China comparatively. I think it had a really good first opening weekend and then just nothing after that. Yeah, it did 607 domestic, 583 international for $1,190 million so far.
Wow!
So it'll top out here.
According to Bryce, that's a moneymaker right there.
That's a moneymaker.
It'll top out here around 640, 650 probably. International, maybe it'll crack 6. That's ridiculous. That's real good.
Ton.
For modern day, the only thing close to Star Wars, right? I mean, that's going to make which is funny because if you take a look at
awesome.
If you take a look at
Googler.
Yeah, and if you take a look at Last Jedi,
squad.
right? I mean, Last Jedi is a failure at like $1.3 billion, right? Because
it was 1.3 and considered a failure.
1.33. It didn't do 2. It didn't do what the first one did, right? So I don't think it's a failure, but I mean, clearly it made significantly less than the first one.
How are you feeling about Solo after seeing...
I'm way more excited for Solo now than I am about the third Star Wars.
Same here.
Way more.
I think Solo looks super fun.
Again, I still have not seen the full movie, but I'm way more excited about Solo now.
You still haven't seen the whole thing?
What?
No. I've only seen it once, and only in pieces. And I've already explained my version of the movie.
You know what you're going to have to do?
What?
You're going to have to
Leia
see it.
Superman is
You're
bizarre.
going to have to see it at a standing desk. No, you're not going to go sitting.
Treadmill.
I do treadmill.
Standing desk, you'd fall asleep?
No, but my knees and ankles probably don't handle that very well anymore.
Well, you could have like a little...
We just need to strap him into one of those chairs that holds his eyelids open.
Clockwork Orange. That shit was awesome.
This is how Toby watches his movies now.
I'm going to hit some questions.
All right.
Yes!
No, we need to talk about something.
What do we got to talk about?
No, we have to talk about something.
What do we got to talk
Your
about?
Penis?
Nobody wants to talk about that.
Daily
That's why I fought.
game that Ryan Higgins has been playing.
The Superman game. So
Krypton game.
Tell me about the Krypton game,
Let's
bro.
have Ryan explain.
Now, Brian, I think Ryan just turned. Ryan turned red and frustrated.
He did. He explained it last week.
It's gotten better.
It's gotten better.
So
Ryan.
talked about Krypton.
Yeah.
The game.
Yeah.
Comes out tomorrow.
Tell me about it.
Comes out tomorrow. Yesterday,
Yeah.
on Monday.
How many days in a row have you played this game?
Quite a few.
In a row? I mean, I've done 7 of 9 so far.
7 of 9.
7 of 9, you
7 of
fucking Star Trek fiend.
You're such a geek.
I did. I missed 2 days. 7
She's
of the
my
9
fave.
days. So, yesterday, we're playing. Questions 1 through 5, super easy.
Well, you have to preempt this.
What?
This is the preemptive with. We already discussed last week how the game went, but I 1 through 5, it's very easy. 6 and 7, I think. A little tougher, but I got the questions correct.
Yeah.
8, total guess.
Total guessing, got it right.
Got it right.
Yeah.
9, total guess. Got it right.
Yeah.
Here we go, baby. Number 10, finally at the last question.
Yeah.
And you killed it. You
Number
got
10.
it. You won.
Ask a question.
Hold on.
What is the name?
Shh. What do you get if you win?
$1,000.
$1,000.
You won $1,000?
Number 10 comes up, or if you're not the fastest, you get one of like 10 like runner-up prizes, right?
Like $100.
Like prize. It's like a prize pack from Krypton stuff, like T-shirts and crap like
Swag.
I want a
yeah.
T-shirt.
Nice.
What is the name of Metropolis's baseball team?
Oh, shit.
The Meteors. I look at it. I look at the answers. I look back at Meteor. I click Meteor. It says, sorry. I click Meteor. It accepts it. 1,000. Sorry, you didn't answer in time. You lose.
Answer the meteors.
Correct. And I'm just sitting there staring at it. I'm like, I hit the button. It turned green. Brock's standing there watching me. Mm-hmm. It errored out. It didn't accept the answer. I lost. So that sucked.
Did you just?
And
Did you scream?
I didn't scream.
No,
I
he had
was
this
just
face, this look on his face, like that look,
just
for like a
with a
solid
tear.
half hour.
with a
Did you
tear
throw your phone
trickle
through the
down
window?
his.
no, just annoyance.
The thing is I was like, all right, I'm going to record this for posterity. And he's like, no, you're not. And then afterwards, he's like,
stop being a Toby.
you should have recorded it for posterity.
So I tried today.
Karma, motherfucker.
I tried today. I got out on like question 7. Like I didn't know the answer. So whatever. Got one more. We'll see if I can do it on Wednesday. Some questions. This is from Ace Boogie Wave on Twitter. Says, why is James Tynion IV so underrated, and why are we only appreciating him now that his run on Detective is up so soon? Ace, I don't know what you're talking about, man. I've been screaming the
Dude, I've loved him since Green Lantern Gore.
Yeah, from James Tynion for a long time. So he's great.
He did great on he did good on the Batman Eternal stuff. And
Yep. Tynion's great.
Tomasian, I got him confused.
Norman Fell says Sergio Aragonis in Gru, one of our friends south, is a big Gru fan. Do you guys see a movie or animated film involving Gru one day? Should I hang on my first appearance? I mean, it's possible. I think an animated Gru movie would be really good, but I mean, his first appearance isn't really worth too much.
Gru? Like Sergio Aragonis' Gru?
Who would you cast as Gru if it was live action?
No one. It's
I got it.
Toby started it. Toby started his
I got
normal
Toby to run back.
I got
wander.
I got Mr. Fucking Bean.
well, yeah, Rowan accent. Sure.
No, I'm serious.
No, I mean maybe at one point. I mean, Gru is very fat and weird, and he's Conan, right? He's like a weird like.
No, you said
fat
animated
Conan.
though.
No,
I was saying live action.
yeah, he's a live action.
action.
Yeah, Mr. Bean.
Just put him in a fat suit.
Rowan accent.
Jack Black.
Very weird. I mean, yeah, sure. Hold on to his first appearance. I mean, I don't know that it's ever going to do anything with him, but I do like it. Ulysses says, "What do you guys think of Green Lantern? It's fucking Green Lantern Earth 1. It's fucking amazing. I haven't read it yet. We sold out. I got my copies coming back in soon, so I just hope
I've enjoyed all the Earth ones, so I'm excited to read it.
Yeah. And we'll talk about that at some point in the next couple weeks once we've all had a chance to read it. Let's see. Matt says, DC's June solicitations looked insane. As a comic store owner, do you think big events should be spaced out more to maximize sales? DC's June solicitations are insane. There's just no way around it. There's a lot of big books on there.
Superman,
Justice League, just other...
We get a Doomsday Clock?
No. It's a
Doomsday
skip
Clock
month.
is still coming out.
It's a skip month. It comes out next week when I'm gone.
I feel like I haven't read Doomsday Clock in like 2 months.
Yeah, that's probably beginning of April or something or beginning of February. Maybe
I feel like I'm starting to
Mid-February?
read Battle Chasers.
Jeez, not quite that bad. But yeah, no.
Or Civil War.
I mean, I think we have we have Doomsday Clock and Metal wrapping up. We have Action Comics 1000 in April. I don't know. Everyone just off the table. I have no idea where anyone is.
He's just talking to himself.
Here I am talking to myself. That's chaos theory. In April is Action Comics 1000, which I'm hearing we're supposed to hear some big news about pretty soon.
In the meantime, you're just going to continue to put memes on Twitter about you sweating on what you're going to order for Action 1000.
I placed my order for Action 1000.
You press the button.
It's very large.
So you might
very
be stuck
large.
You're not
with a lot of
You're not
Action
the one that
Comics.
has to pack all the pre-orders.
It's very large,
Fuck.
and it might not have been enough.
Did we get pre-orders
Really?
today?
I got a couple, yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Pre-order your set of Action Comics 1000 at comicsconspiracy.biz. But
Get it
I
done.
mean, they are spacing these out. June is Justice League and Man of Steel. July will be just Superman #1 and more relaunches and Action 1001. No, they are spacing it out. It's just DC is not stopping. We have all the #1s coming out from Marvel as part of Fresh Start. So, oh boy, big couple months for comics coming up. Insane.
Hopefully that means a big couple months in your pocket.
I sure hope so. Or
With the amount of that action dip.
Well, currently it's a big amount of comics, a big amount of money out of your pocket.
out of my pocket. Yes. We're also going to do a midnight sale for anyone that's local on Tuesday, the 17th of April for Action Comics number 1000. So you can come pick up your copies here at the store.
Tom King's going to be here, right?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That's news to me.
Well, that's what Brock and I have to do. We got to go out.
I'm working the midnight sale.
We got to kidnap him, bring him to Comics
You're paying
Conspiracy.
for my flight.
You know he's ex-CIA, right?
Brock's big guy. He was a bouncer at one point.
This is like Bryce when he's like, I could take... Who's that guy? Greg Capullo? He's an artist. I could probably just take him. He looks like what?
Lou Ferrigno.
Those are rectangular hands.
Cisco, my man in my partner in our Krypton losing Cisco. Correct me if I'm wrong, he says, but is it odd that DC hasn't re-released John Byrne's Man of Steel miniseries or a Byrne Superman omnibus? How much bad blood is there where DC would miss the opportunity to make that backlist money? They did reissue Byrne's Superman stuff years ago in softcover format. I don't know, and it's really weird that they're not doing it. Maybe they just don't want to compete with Bendis specifically. Yeah. They want because they want to give a little bit of space. I think that will happen at some point. Not up to John Byrne if they do it. DC can just do it. He doesn't have to cash the check. They'll send him a check, and if he doesn't cash it, it's like Alan Moore. He doesn't cash it. But no, I would assume Byrne Man of Steel stuff will get collected at some point.
Oh, Byrne would cash that check.
He hates DC.
Yeah, that's why he would cash the check.
I don't know.
Otherwise, they get to keep the money.
I just want to see the bank account where it says Alan Moore, and it's just money's just sitting there growing. And
well, Alan Moore gave all the money to his artists, so
okay.
John Byrne would just throw it in the fire. I think. Here we go, Toby. This is for you.
Wait, what else did John Byrne do at DC besides Superman?
That's it.
That was it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he did other little things, but yeah, that's.
Didn't he do some Batman for a while?
Yeah, I think John Byrne. Yeah, he co-wrote.
But his major work is still over at Marvel, though. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Byrne. Yeah, X-Men. Yeah, Fantastic Four. Yeah. Oh, I mean, his Superman run was very big, but he didn't. It just didn't last very long.
He did some Wonder Woman stuff also.
I like his
Wonder Woman too. Yeah, but that was bad.
Oh yeah,
the Wonder Woman stuff was bad. Yeah. Tyler says, if we get a Young Justice comic as part of a relaunch of all this, Justice League Unlimited and kind of inspired teams, who do you want in the team's roster?
Well, Nightwing, Robin, Batgirl, Cassie Batgirl.
So 2 bats?
Yeah, of course. Right. Never enough. Aqualad, Wally, Donna Troy,
Raven.
We're doing Young Justice, or we're doing Teen Titans
Garth
in their extended roster.
You know what Young Justice is, right?
Garth.
Yeah. Garth, yes, of course. Pretty much anybody that should be a Teen Titan should be in the show.
Or a Titan, or a Young Justice, sir.
Yeah. Young Blue Beetle.
Justice Titans.
Yeah. Everybody.
Young Justice
and then I want everybody as mentors. So you got pretty much the entire DC universe.
What's funny that 2 of the 3 founding members of Young Justice, Impulse and Superboy, are not in comics anymore. So
which Superboy?
Connell.
So
is that Connor?
Yeah.
Connor needs to come back.
Yeah, Connor, Bart, and Tim Drake were the founders of Young Justice, the comic, right?
Yeah.
The Peter David comic.
So do you want Tim and Dick?
Of course.
Well, the Young Justice cartoon
was... What about
was...
Damian?
I want him too.
The Young Justice cartoon was...
Everybody. Have you seen the Young Justice cartoon?
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's good.
You got Nightwing controlling about 3 teams at the same time.
Yeah. They had Arrowette
I've only
on
seen
there.
it through about an episode and a half.
Dude, second season.
No, 1.5 seasons.
Oh, you saw the whole show.
Yeah, you saw the whole show then.
I didn't see the second half of the second season.
Well, per Ryan, he says it's not worth it, but I think it's still excellent.
Fair enough.
The artwork gets crappy and it ends on a cliffhanger. It's kind of annoying. But we're getting a new season finally, so yay!
Yay.
This question from Alex. Will Mr. Miracle inspire Ryan to become a breeder? No.
Ew.
I haven't actually read issue 7 yet.
Yeah, it's in my pile. I'll still read. Norman, another question. He says, Doomsday Clock seems forgotten in the grand scheme of things. With Bendis coming on board, many books restarting, books dropped, new books debuting. What happens to all the fanfare surrounding Doomsday Clock? It seems like just yesterday stores were having midnight parties. No one's forgotten about Doomsday Clock.
Yeah, they have. I forgot about it.
It's just, we've got a long game
Did we talk
here.
about that?
Yeah, it's Doomsday Clock was always going to be this long story that wasn't going to immediately affect the DC universe. Yeah. So anything they do in DC can kind of happen outside of Doomsday Clock, yeah. And when Doomsday Clock is over, they dovetail that into the DC universe. So, I mean, it's still it's my highest ordered monthly comic. I mean, I still have a ridiculous amount of subscribers. Delays hurt it. There's no way around it. But even Dark Knight 3 was super delayed, and it still did amazing month in, month out. So
we're getting Doomsday Clock this month, next week.
Yeah, Doomsday Clock and Metal next week. So,
is it going every other month now?
Yeah, supposed to be. Yeah,
that's a punch in the face. I'm going to forget.
Really
they better have double size issues. Scott, they just need the previous issue.
I read it once, just through, and then I read it again, and then I read the book stuff.
I know when the new one's coming in.
They just need to have last 2 months ago in this month, so it's just every month. Every 2 months, it's double size.
It's double size. Just so
I feel like I read this before. You did. Because they don't want you to forget what happened.
Mark asks, do you guys think giant hardcovers and omnibuses are just meant for collecting or actually for reading? I got the Jack Kirby omnibus, and it's so huge it's almost impossible to sit and read, and now I wish I could just buy it in smaller trades. Toby, this is your question here.
What was the question?
He's playing with these
well, he needs to know what about that he needs to get there's an error in his fourth world.
Yeah. Do you think the giant hardcovers and omnibuses are just meant for collecting or actually for reading? He says the Jack Kirby omnibus is so big it's almost impossible to read. He wished he could just buy it in smaller trades.
I absolutely agree. Yeah. Fucking don't. These giant ass omnibuses, if you're not Charlie size and have these giant ass hands and like 7 feet tall and have like size podium. 14 a shoe or 15, these omnibuses, I don't know who they're for. I still buy them because I like to buy the entire runs or entire things in one. Yeah. I do intend to read those in those ways. Sometimes I score them on a deal, and it's cheaper to get them that way than buying them individually. I do prefer my most favorite way to read is still the Epic Collection, about like the 20 issues, 24 issues collections. Also, what is up with the misprintings in all these expensive ass books?
I know it's annoying.
Yeah, Jeff Johns Omnibus Flash #3 has a misprint. Didn't your what's it called JLI have a misprint in there?
Yep.
Yeah. Happens over and over.
Who are the editors? Like who's quality?
Well, I just don't understand if he's
things?
spending that kind of money on a book and it comes out with wrong pages. It's kind of a slap in the face. And I'm buying a $30 trade and it's fine.
I just sent back all the covers for the Fourth World stuff.
Yeah, so we should be getting those back in soon.
There's an omnibus size. I think it's the max is kind of like what the Daredevil are, or the one that's this week, the Avengers. That's like kind of the max I think omnibus should be. Anything bigger is kind of ridiculous.
The 1,500-page ones are too much for you.
I really do. All those Jeff Johns ones, I want to cut in half or threes.
Just cut it in half.
Yeah, no, I'm going to go get them rebound. I'm going to be like, hey, man, this book, can you just cut it in half and rebind it?
So Chris Bunch, our good friend Chris Bunch, asking me a question, man. Why are you going to ask me these questions?
You're the answer, man.
Which do you think is okay, actually, this is an easier question to answer. He goes, which do you think is a better story, Final Crisis or Multiversity? The answer is Multiversity.
Final Crisis.
Oh, better story, Multiversity.
Final Crisis.
Favorite comic?
Final Crisis.
Of those two?
Final Crisis.
Easier story is Multiversity.
Legion of Three Worlds.
Final Crisis.
I do love Final Crisis. Oh, but
Multiversity was fucking garbage.
What? What?
It was nonsensical garbage.
Multiversity.
Yes. Nonsensical.
Multiversity.
Did not like it. Stopped reading it after 3 issues.
What? Well, you didn't... it's nonsensical because it's like Seven Soldiers of Victory.
Didn't like that either.
Because you can't stop reading it because it all comes together at the end. That's what these books are meant to do.
Yeah, so you're reading it going, trash, trash, trash,
like, you know.
Trash,
no, that's a
trash,
junior book.
Trash, trash. Oh, that means all the trash was okay. I mean, that's...
It's not Trash.
It was no. I will say I have Seven Soldiers. I read all of Seven Soldiers and thought it was.
I think the Charlton issue is maybe one of the best single issues ever published in comic book history.
I don't even know if I got to that one.
I like the puck.
So all these Netflix shows that you're like, it's so boring and can't make it to the end and see the finale. You're totally fine with these DC books.
Like what? What show?
The Punisher.
I watched all of Punisher.
You did?
Yeah.
You watch all of Jessica Jones yet?
No, not yet.
Where are you?
I've only seen the first episode.
It's a slow burn.
That's fine.
Not gonna lie.
We talked about Punisher.
Yeah.
I watched it all.
We talked about Punisher twice.
It ended really good. It's just the first half was really boring.
Yep.
But the last couple episodes are great.
It's not boring.
I love I do love Final Crisis so much, but Multiversity I think is a better story. Cisco says Snyder on Justice League and Jason Aaron on Avengers used to be an insane combination on the shelves. When is the last time each member of the crew was jazzed about two presumably great creative teams taking over the flagship books at both Marvel and DC concurrently?
It's been a while.
I don't even know.
Decades.
Has it ever really happened? It seems like one's up, one's down, one's up, one's down.
Well, let's see. So when Johns took over Justice League,
Johns and Justice League,
52,
that would have been at the same time that Hickman was doing Avengers, right?
Yeah, but
he wasn't on Fantastic Four by that point.
No, he was on Fantastic Four, and then they put him on.
He went over to Avengers.
He went over to Avengers,
That
but I
sounds
don't
like
think
it's the
there
same
was.
time.
But I don't think. But again, Hickman is like Morrison. It's an acquired taste.
I don't think Hickman's Avengers run was nearly as good as his Fantastic Four run.
Where's Bryce to just jump over the table and
It wasn't as
strangle you?
good. It was good.
No, I agree.
But it wasn't as good.
For some reason, I think I just
Agree.
need to drop White Event somewhere in here.
No, don't do that.
I mean, the only, Bendis taking over New Avengers in 2005. What did Justice League look like in 2005?
So here's the difference. Here's the difference right now. And
That could have been. That actually could have been when Brad Meltzer did Justice League. That was a good run.
The creative teams that you're talking about that are going to take over the DC version of their flagship books are Hall of Famers.
And it's happening at the same time, which is
The
great.
people that are taking over the books at Marvel are all-stars.
Yeah.
I guess Aaron is. I think if Aaron,
He's the big guy at Marvel now.
well, right, but there's all stars, but there's not. I mean, Aaron's a future Hall of Famer.
Yeah, because he'll leave Marvel and go to DC.
Yeah, he was already at DC, so
He did better things for Marvel than he did for DC.
What did he do at DC?
Ryan, go.
what did
Jason Aaron write at DC?
He didn't do a lot. His big thing was Scalped. That's the big thing he did. at
Vertigo.
DC.
Well, yeah, that was Vertigo.
Yeah.
Matt
on Twitter, huh?
I don't have anything else for that.
Good. Thanks for adding to the conversation. Bless you, Scott.
Is your face blowing up over there?
Matt, one of your good customers, Matt says, you always have everyone's weekly picks on the shelf, but why are they never mentioned or give it a shout out during the show?
Oh, those are not our weekly picks, by the way. Let the truth be told. It's called Ryan's got 4 picks.
No, it's just I'm too lazy to actually move it over.
Ryan
half the
and
time.
Brock just choose what they think
No,
they
it's
would
Ryan.
like,
It's
and then
Ryan. It's not even me.
people like
I
me
forget
come
half
in
the time.
and move Toby's pick to something I know Toby would not like.
Oh, that happens all the time. He does that already, so it's double bad.
So let me tell you how it actually works, okay?
Yeah.
Every Tuesday night, with all the new books on the wall, I tell the employees every single week, if you are here,
No, you do not tell me every single week. I haven't heard you ask me in
I have.
years.
You don't say it every week.
No.
You said
I don't-
it one
not
time
every week.
and then never said it again.
I don't ever say it
See, right there.
because it's implied for every week.
Yeah, see.
It is your pick. Move your pick to whatever you want your pick to be on. Now, I know you guys, so the picks I put you on are generally
it's pretty much
the right ones. But I put if you guys are when I look up and I'm like, oh look, Brock's on New Superman. Clearly, he did not move his pick. I will move your pick to something that I think is something that you want. So, and also because I do this Wednesday morning after we finish. What?
Why are you on Birdman?
Birdman.
So we have not moved our picks yet. So when we're recording, we have not really gone through our picks yet. That's generally
How is
why,
nobody
so.
on Thanos? And you're on Birdman.
I haven't moved our picks yet.
You just put the books out. Why don't you just move the thing?
He does it Wednesday morning when he looks at the wall
morning.
going, do I like how this looks? I think I like how this looks. And then he walks up front.
I like Birdman. Looks like Morrison could write that.
Birdman.
Dude, it is the Future Quest stuff with motherfucking Herculoids on it. Hell yeah, it's my favorite. Herculoids.
Did you buy it?
I have all of them, yeah.
Birdman.
John Grosjean, the brother, says, I guess he's also his own person, says,
The brother. Is he the brother of another?
yes.
Josh Groban?
Yes.
This is the artist.
Yes.
He says, if you and the crew could pitch a team-up book that consisted of one DC character teaming up with one Marvel character.
Oh, easy.
For a
Gambit and
For a
Nightwing.
6-issue miniseries. Who,
Gambit. Knights and Thieves. I've already wrote it. No, I did.
oh, God. That fanfic. I think I'm...
who would it be?
It also involves Batman and Professor Xavier.
It would be a battle book. It would be Namor versus Aquaman. The battle for Atlantis.
Which
That's
Aquaman.
not stale.
Which Aquaman? Momoa Aquaman or White Aquaman?
Arthur Curry. Momoa Aquaman is only in the movies.
You could pick him. It's
No,
your book.
That would be in the movies.
Ryan, what would you pick?
No, I want seahorse riding, orange shirt wearing, green pant wearing Aquaman.
Clearly, Sandman and Speedball need to have a team up.
No.
Jesus. Daniel?
I don't know. A Marvel and DC.
They already had mine.
Okay, let's just.
They already had mine.
I'll actually go with who? Cap
Wait.
and
I got.
Cap and Batman.
Well, it was not one. It was X-Men, Teen Titans.
Teen Titans, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Let-
that was
let-
awesome.
let's go.
That was mine.
Let's go with at least the merchandising angle. And
I know Ryan's.
probably the most fun. It would be the Deadpool Harley Quinn book.
Yeah, that would be big.
Wolverine
I know
Lobo.
Ryan's.
Nah.
I know Ryan's. I know Ryan's.
I don't think you do.
I do.
I don't think you do.
I do.
Who is it?
Titan/New Warriors.
I mean, that'd be fucking awesome. No, I want to see. I want to see Nightwing and Daredevil.
I would see that too.
I think that'd be a
see that.
really fun team up.
I would see that too.
Yeah.
You don't want Superboy Prime and somebody?
Superboy Prime and
Damien.
Sentry?
Oh wait, that's the same.
Superboy
universe.
Prime and I don't like Molecule Man or someone like that. That'd be great.
I don't know. I
Oh,
would
no,
like.
you know what? It'd be Franklin Richards and Superboy Prime.
No, it would be Iron Fist and Katana.
That'd be good.
I'm down with that.
Little alt.
Nightwing,
Wouldn't be.
Doctor
wouldn't be
Strange and Doctor
mainstream.
Fate.
Some street level characters.
Nightwing and Gambit.
I do.
Already
like,
have my underneath title.
I do like.
6 issues. I got scenes plotted out.
I did like your Doctor
They
Strange.
disappear.
Dr.
Batman
Fate
is hunting
That was
for
from
him.
Amalgam.
facing Doctor Doom
They were Doctor Strange Fate.
and Doctor
That's
Octopus.
the Amalgam one. Yeah, all
It
the
should be the
doctors.
Doctors.
I also-
There's Dr. Fear.
While we're talking about that, I love
Dr.
the Jim Lee
Nemesis.
pages where X-Men Wildcats, where Gambit is in jail with Grifter.
Yeah.
Best scene ever.
Get a couple quick hits here. This is from Brian. He says, "It's crazy going from having no Plastic Man to having him in a team book and his own solo series at the same time."
And a chair at the Comic
Is that
Conspiracy.
crazy or what? Yeah, Gail Simone's going to be writing a Plastic Man miniseries to go along with side with Terrifics. So yeah, we're getting some Plastic Man love. I do love Plastic Man.
Most dangerous hero in the universe.
Justin says, "What are your all thoughts on Scooby Apocalypse? Is anyone still reading? How many more issues do you predict it will last? I still pick it up. It's a fun read. I never get into it. I never tried. I mean, I read like the first issue, but I never stuck with it.
I've read it. I just need to read this last week's issue. I've enjoyed it. It's been fun. It's interesting to see what the Scooby and the gang get into in this post-apocalyptic monster like crazy world that
Did I read a rumor that they're going to kill Fred?
I don't know. They could.
Did I read something about that?
But I mean, they've done a really, really good job. I mean, it's on issue 23. So I mean, I don't really foresee it going very much longer.
Yeah.
But I mean, they've done a good job so far. It's one of the wordiest DC books out, though.
Is it?
It is.
More wordier than a Morrison book.
Yeah.
More wordier than an Alan Moore book.
Yeah.
No, I don't know about that.
That's hard to do, dude.
Yeah.
So like I read the American Gods My Ansel this week, right?
Yeah.
And that's just basically text and pictures.
Yeah.
This is Scooby's like just a little bit less text and more picture, but it's still a lot. So, but I enjoy it. It's definitely something that I would recommend people if they just want something fun and offbeat.
Yeah, Sweet Brown says, ain't nobody got time for that.
One last question. Hey, from Jesus.
Oh, God.
We didn't have any of the normal questions from like the normal dudes.
We had some.
Is this a doobie?
No, it's
big
good.
one?
No. This is the last question. Last question for the night.
It's got to make it a good one.
It is a good question. It's a very good question. He says, do you guys think it's important for kids to see superheroes that look like them? I did not grow up with them looking like me, so I don't care. But my daughter is 4 and loves superhero girls and Jessica Cruz, the new Green Lantern. To quote her, she's brown like me. Thanks, DC, for doing this. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. You know, as the straight white male, it's very easy for me to...
Wait.
Huh?
You're straight?
He's
even married.
Oh, I was looking up too. I was
there.
like, wait, I'm curious what you're going to say there.
I mean, it's super easy for me to...
Yes, we know. Speedball. We get it.
For any of us to be dismissive of, like, you know... And I've had my time poking fun at, like, Miss Marvel when she first came out and some characters. But no, it of course... you know, I think good stories definitely help. It does a pretty big disservice when Marvel launches 40 books with gay and minority characters and then cancels 38 of them.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That doesn't look too good, right?
It's like throw shit at a wall, see what comes out, and let's take these two.
Instead of naturally developing the characters and putting the quality in the story to bring people back and keep people interested. You know, like Squirrel Girl, it's like, okay, you put Squirrel Girl in the main line. It's definitely something that would do better in like the YA, like Scholastic area, which they're doing that now.
Yeah.
But again, it's like,
well, that's what I meant. That's one of the two that survived, right?
Yeah.
It's like Squirrel Girl and Miss Marvel started it, and Squirrel Girl and Miss Marvel are the only two left.
Yeah.
So, but no, I absolutely think it's important. You know, when we talked about this, the Black Panther movie, I feel, and obviously this is not true for most people, but I've never really, you know, I'm so used to, whether it's Black Panther or whether it's newer characters like Jessica Cruz, I mean, if the character's cool, the character's cool. I don't have to relate to these characters, but for like African American people in Black Panther movie, that clearly is like a defining moment for some people because they finally get to see someone on screen. It's not just it's not fucking like Blank Man or those garbage 90s ones. Like, this isn't a parody. Like, this is the legit thing being treated seriously, and that's awesome. You know, I mean, again, ourselves and Toby, you're half Asian, half white. I don't know what your I feel like Asian people are still very underrepresented in cinema.
And I will say this:
television.
Growing up, Dustin Nguyen in 21 Jump Street was my fucking hero.
He was badass.
He was my, seeing him. Yeah. And it's different than seeing Jackie Chan or Jet Li being in Asian movies.
Sure,
Even if they cross over, they're still, to me, it's a different category.
Right.
But seeing Dustin playing pretty much a regular dude was like the world to me, right?
Yeah.
Then you got Ernie Reyes Jr. and Ninja Turtles 2 playing the pizza delivery boy, but that meant the world to me. Like, I was like, there's another Asian guy, looks like me, but the surroundings, they're not different to him. Like, sure, his parents are Asian, but, he's not different. And it meant the world to me. I then watched there was a Disney Ernie Reyes Jr. show. I adored it. It was like he was secretly having to watch this chick at school. He was the bodyguard. I think it was called Bodyguard. He was hired. Yeah, it was some kind of weird, cheesy Disney show, which
Ernie Reyes Jr. was the man back in the day.
Yeah, man, fucking, I love that guy. I love.
He's local, right?
He's local. I went to his dad's 70th birthday party.
Well, look at the cat. Okay.
Nice.
Again, I'll make fun of Fast and the Furious because it doesn't mean anything to me. But look at the cast of those movies, right?
It's actually the main reason why I love that series so much.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, look around, I was like, these look like my friends.
Right.
It's all color, all shades. It's just like, that looks more normal, more realistic to me than anything else.
Yeah. So
plus they're awesome.
And then they fucking
plus they're also they're fun movies. So
they fucking fly cars, not drive cars.
Flying cars.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, you can't look at the success of things like Black Panther and Fast and the Furious, and you'd be like, oh, that's just a fluke. It's like, no, most people of every color, it doesn't matter. They'll go support this stuff, but it does mean more to specific people, which adds their fandom to this industry, which makes it more diverse, more interesting. It's different. You can come at it from different, you're approaching it from different perspectives, which, again, not everything is going to work for everyone all the time, but you're just broadening the horizon and more people can get into it. And you have so many men that have written white men that have written comics about black men or black women or female characters, but now you actually have a good stable of female writers, of gay writers. We have a couple transgender writers that are bigger in comics now, and they can bring their expertise and their knowledge and their experiences into this market, which will expand to more people that can relate to that, and it just makes everything better in the long run. Again, like I said, not everything has to work for everyone all the time, but I don't walk in and I'm like, I only want the comics with the white people in it. It's like that shouldn't be how it is, and hopefully it's not for most people.
I think that I think what you said earlier is it's the quality of the stories. It's giving people something to that they enjoy, that's going to brings them back, whether or not it brings them back to the same character or just brings them back to the genre as a whole.
Yep.
And they expand out from that character.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't go out here and look at the rack and go, this is the book I want. I mean, I read my Spider-Mans, I read my X-Men's but when I see a book like The Crew, I'm like, I care. I'm like, I'm very curious, so they have a special place in my heart. I get excited about it. So I feel there is absolutely a place for these books. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to read my X-Men, because I love my X-Men, I love my, my Justice League, whatever, right? It's all, all one giant big happy family.
Yep.
Do you love Gambit because he might sound like you in real life?
He does not sound like me. He sounds like this.
So he sounds exactly like you.
Okay. Can you say Sherry?
Did you see the Jordan Peele thing?
Say Sherry.
Oh, Sherry.
Yes, he sounds exactly like you.
No. Have you seen a Jordan Peele skit where when I think Jordan goes on this date with this lovely woman and he goes, oh yeah, we did this French restaurant and I will order for you, no problem. And Peele comes, and then we have the and on top it was and that, and the girl goes, all right, I'll let him order, and he's like, I want the and a little bit of it's really funny. Sorry, it's horrible radio.
I love Gene Field.
Yeah.
It is interesting to see that younger people are, maybe because this was not normal, so people just sort of accepted it, and people were like, yeah, whatever, I like the characters because I like the characters, but again, having more diverse comic characters just opens the market up. Now, I don't like it when they're like, we're gonna, again, like Marvel did or DC did, we're gonna replace all our characters with new people.
I never really dug that. Yeah,
that is, I think, a disservice to both the original character, plus the character taking over will never live up to that original character.
No.
You need to make these characters and do something interesting with them.
Ever.
It's very rare that does Falcon replace Cap and does that? Will people accept that long term?
I think people would have accepted Wally as Bart, or Wally as Barry.
He went younger.
Wally West.
He went to Impulse,
but he's also
Impulse
white
now.
You're talking
he
the
also
new.
is a white guy.
Yeah. And that is a character that had 30 years of
build up.
Some build up. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like we all love Jon Stewart, but Jon Stewart's had that build up.
Well,
right? And even Simon Baz has had a little bit. He's had
Is he still a Green Lantern?
Well, I mean, Simon Baz is the head of the Green Lanterns comic. He's the head Green Lantern on Earth, and John Stewart's the head of the Green Lantern Corps. So
Simon is?
Yeah. It's Simon and Jessica are the two Green Lanterns of Earth.
I don't read that Green Lantern.
It's really good. So you have Hal Jordan, who is not the most important character in either Green Lantern title. Despite having his name on one of them, he's still not the most important character in the book.
He gets some more screen time in Hal.
Obviously, because it's his title. But, I mean, John is still a major character of that book. And now he's, Hal has not been on the Justice League except for the start of, New 52. Because we had Simon and Baz, we had Simon and Jessica on the new team. And now the newest new team is going to be John. So, yeah. Just, more people coming in the comics, making it different, bringing new characters in, trying new things. Yeah, I think it's all great. All right, that's going to be an episode. Thank you, everyone, for listening.
Wait.
What's up?
Do it.
Random picks.
Sure, we got plenty of time. Well, we don't have plenty of time, but we got time.
This is not as fun when Ryan is not mad about it.
We always like it when he's mad about it.
It's like, this is so oh man.
Brock has destroyed...
He's cried. Brock destroyed him.
That cackle is just
slowly. Just get him
slowly.
It's not even chips away.
It's not slow.
It's just a little erosion.
It's
my random pick
annoying.
Is Birdman.
Batman or Birdman?
Birdman.
Okay, I'm gonna have to edit that out. Have you read the Future West comics?
No.
Why are you picking them?
It's a random pick.
Because
I saw it.
Because
it looked good.
If you like classic Hanna-Barbera 60s adventure stuff,
because Birdman.
I love Herculoids. What is that?
Birdman.
I don't know what we lost him. We lost Toby.
If you start talking like Wolverine, he's going to go nuts.
Yeah.
I do really like the Future Quest comic. Again, I love the Herculoids.
Yeah.
So
back in the day, Herculoids is pretty awesome.
Hell yeah.
Herculoids, Space Ghost, Birdman.
There's I think 2 volumes of the original and the one they're on the current series. I don't think there's a trade out for that though.
Space Ghost was the only one that I felt like could probably make it through as a real comic book dude, though.
Yeah, they did a.
What's your random pick, Brock?
I read a pick.
Yep.
So no, I can't do that one because I haven't read it yet. Well, I've read part of it. I
haven't read any of Birdman. Hold on.
I will. It is. Birdman. What is this? Birdman.
Birdman, baby Birdman.
What is this?
This is Shaq.
Okay, wonderful. So I've been
Birdman.
So I have been slowly catching up on a bunch of different titles, and I've been reading the current Avengers Arc No Surrender, which I know Bryce did talk about briefly.
Man, what a finish.
Birdman.
Okay, stop.
We've degenerated it. We've lost him.
So the Avengers No Surrender book, I will recommend it. I think it's a little fluff filler sometimes. I feel like they could have maybe cut the story back a little bit. I like the setup. It's about Game Master and another person.
Oh, he's not going to spoil it for us.
Playing a game with
Super Nintendo
with
Gambit.
the Black Order versus what the hell's the other team? The Living
Dead.
What the hell? Oh God, I'm blanking on the team. Well, it's a team of like really scrubby supervillains that they're fighting, but they're basically they've like
the Wrecking Crew.
No. They've taken.
They're not scrubby.
Scruffy,
maybe. Lightning.
The Wrecking Crew is awesome.
Wrecking Crew are hardcore. It's not the Living Laser. He's in there though, isn't he? Right?
The Living Laser?
Yeah.
It's not part of the Wrecking Crew.
No. In that Avengers thing.
Are you thinking of the
Lethal Legion?
Lethal Legion. Thank you. There you go. That
they
sounds
are
right.
scrubby.
Yeah, they're scrubby. Pretty sure it's Lethal Legion. That sounds right. Yeah, that sounds right. They've kind of like kidnapped Earth and they're using it like a battlefield to like play a game because it's a game master.
really sounds like Conquest of Champions.
It's sure.
Contest
it's
or
Champions.
Conquest?
Yeah, it is.
Conquest contest.
But
Champions things.
I'm curious to see what they're going to do with the main character, Voyager. That character that does not exist, that's been retconned into the Avengers universe. We don't really know kind of what her deal is yet, but they brought back the Hulk. It's kind of, it's a big story for Marvel right now. But I think it's interesting. I like it where it's going so far. I think they could have cut a little filler out of it, but I am enjoying it. If you have been off the Avengers books for a while, I would recommend picking it up. It is much better than what Wade was doing with the previous part of this, the last year's worth of Avengers. So definitely worth a read.
I would tell you to my random pick would be The Terrifics by Jess Lemire and art by Rags. Ivan Rice, right?
Ivan Rice?
Ivan Rice,
yeah.
Really great stuff. Fun. It just drops you right in. And I mean, it's a troll book, but it's a really good troll book.
My real random picks unfortunately would not be very random because I feel like we talk about the ones that I really like every week. Iron Fist and Thanos and love them. What?
Yeah, I don't think
that's good too.
That can be a random pick.
Sheriff of Babylon is
the deluxe hardcover came out last week.
Oh, it did? Nah, I don't get those. Again, you got to know when to say when. And you know what, Ryan?
Of what?
When?
Of
No, it's time. Let's wrap
of
this.
Iron Fist?
Yeah, let's put a bow on this sucker.
Yo, I'm done. Yeah,
let's do this.
I was waiting on you guys.
Yeah, he said
Let's do this.
Sheriff of Babylon.
You have no
Sheriff
pick.
of Babylon, even though he doesn't want to buy the deluxe hardcover.
Yep, and that's it. Put a bow on it.
Birdman. Tom King and Mitch Gertis. Yeah, it's a freaking incredible title. All right.
Let's thank those Patreon backers.
We are. We're going to thank our good friends, including Albert Soy.
Planet Anywhere.
No,
who has Canby, which is an app, and we are doing a special deal with Albert for the next 2 weeks through Comics Conspiracy. If you are a customer here in store, if you download their app, Canby, C-A-M-B-I, on iTunes, iOS store, or the Android store, and you buy a $25 gift certificate through Canby for Comics Conspiracy, bam, baby, you get a $30 gift certificate. So you get an extra $5 if you pick one up through them. That's going to go on for 2 weeks. So, and you can use that in store just through the app. You use it basically to pay through the app.
Do employees count too?
And you don't have to actually be in store to purchase it. You can purchase it from your home.
$5.
So check that out, Canby. Thank you.
Not to be confused with Black Lightning's Taylor.
Yes. Also thank Julian Titus over at the
Nerds Without Pants podcast.
There it is.
No pants.
At pixelbit.com, Pixlbit.
Ever.
Ryan Hess has Blowhards, which is a video game podcast at blowhards.libsyn.com.
Yes.
Not Libsyn T. Liberated Syndication, LIBSYN.com. Jody Lawson has Canon, the Triad Comics Anthology at TriadComicStudios.com.
I always get that one wrong. Every time. Sorry, Jody.
And thanks to our good friends Sam Shea, Craig Anderson, Joe Duff, and Andrew Nelson Mendez.
Craig Anderson goes by another name on Twitter.
Indigator.
I didn't know that was Indigator.
Yeah.
Indigator.
No, had no idea.
Yep.
There you go, Craig. I found that out today.
Are you following him?
He is future Bryce.
I don't follow
He's the
really
cable
anyone.
If he was a nerd, he'd listen to this podcast.
Yes.
Listen to the Comic Conspiracy Podcast. That's us. That's at comicconspiracypodcast.com, geekbox.net, or iTunes.
I have stuff to share.
What do you have to share?
I have recently started this rabbit hole of YouTube videos
don't do that.
life in gaming. Have you heard of those?
I don't think so.
Or My Life in Gaming?
Okay.
Oh, fucking phenomenal. It's two guys, super gaming nerds, and they basically talk about the best way to play something, like a Super Nintendo. They research the fuck out of it, and they tell you exactly which cables to get, to go in which thingy, and do this fucking Meister thingy that goes into the fucking TV.
Framemeister.
Oh, the fucking Framemeister! I need one of those thingies. Man, it's so cool.
Yeah, they're expensive.
Oh, dude, I went down this rabbit hole of watching these videos, man. I'm so fucking stoked right now about, old school retro gaming.
Hell yeah.
And, customizing all my shit and spending thousands of dollars that I don't actually have.
Try to find one of those
That's Toby's random pick of the week.
Yeah. Try to find one of those Sierra CRT monitors that they recommend.
Oh, the PVMs that you have to go to the hospitals to steal.
So expensive.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
So expensive.
Dude, no,
They're like $2,000.
You know, if you're
one.
like me, you just fucking break a leg and go to hospital. When you leave, you're like, that's mine. Let me go out with this thing.
You're one day too late. Like that was yesterday on the Nintendo podcast.
I know they don't want me on that thing because I'm going to talk too much Nintendo.
That's all they talk about anyway.
No, not like me, man.
Please rate and review us. You can email us at thecomicconspiracy@geekbox.net. I did get a couple other emails since we actually read some last week.
Really?
So next week we'll read some more emails.
Oh, so
Nice.
you stopped reading. So you got more emails, but you stopped reading them, right?
I had Twitter
Can I
today.
say his wife invited me to come over on Sunday to play Mario Kart because he doesn't play with me. I have to go play with her. That sounded wrong.
What are you talking about?
That sounded very wrong.
You know the best thing about Doctor Who? The music.
It is really good.
It's good.
This is all over the
Patreon.com/comicconspiracies where you can kick us a couple bucks if you would like. Digital.comicsconspiracy.biz is our digital storefront.
I gave you so much money this last week on a stupid sale.
How much did you spend on that?
Oh, I spent so much.
How much was it in actual money before sale?
You gave me
dollars?
15s of cents.
Exactly. My 30% of that 15 of cents. I think I ended up at 100 comics.
So that would be
So I
like,
spent like $95.
but no. How much would that have been?
It was $1,765.32.
Jesus.
And you got it all for $95?
Yeah, but again,
That's such a good deal.
But no, it's a good deal for them because it's all digital. It doesn't matter how many fucking digital files you copy out. It's free money to them. I felt like an idiot afterwards. I'm like, wait a minute. All they did was copy that shit over. Actually, they didn't even copy that over. It's on Comicology. They just let you have access to it.
Yep.
Thank
If you want to be a sucker, go to digital.comicsconspiracy.biz.
Oh, I have another story to tell. So I walk into the store, right? Because I went to our competitor that's going out of business, who I used to work for, and I saw this fucking lovely trade on the shelf, which I didn't even know existed.
What was it?
Force fucking Works, right? It's,
Force Works.
Dude, awesome. It's the end of the West Coast Avengers. Force fucking Works, right? So I'm like,
After West Coast Avengers ended with the episode issue 102, they continued for
With Force Works.
yeah,
which
Force
was-
Works. Anyways, awesome
so
team.
terrible.
Yeah, bad comic, whatever, but it's awesome team, right? So I walk in here, man, Ryan, do you have that trade? He goes, what are you talking about? It doesn't exist. I was like, no, it does. I saw it in my own house. So he looks it up. Oh, I can order it. Do you want me to order it?
I never knew there was a trade
And I was
for it.
like, yeah. I was like, how much is it? $40. I'm like, yeah, you know what? I really want this. No, let me finish the story, Ryan. Let me finish the story. And then he goes, oh, but it was not a long run. It was like 25 issues or something. And he looks up, oh, this is only half of this shit, right? So I'm like, yeah, great. Now the other half will never come out. He goes, yeah, probably not. And then 2 minutes later, he goes, I wonder how much this is after he goes, Toby, you want me to order it? I'm like, yeah, order it. Then he goes on eBay in front of me. He goes, hey, look, the entire run for like $20, half of what the trade cost me. And he goes, free shipping. Done. I just got it. I'm like, makes me real fucking good as a fucking customer. I felt like such a dumbass for going,
Wait,
yeah, order me that $40 trade while you got the entire, that was only
So
half
let me
of
get
it.
this straight. You're going to get that bound?
No, I know. I already got them. They're in my collection.
You already have Force Works in your collection.
Yeah. The number one I had to get a new copy of. So. It was
Well,
always
the
like
number
water
one
damage.
has this weird fold out.
Yeah, it was all water damage.
stuff.
But, you know,
Because I
for
collected all the
half,
Avengers
he gets
stuff.
the entire run, while I spend double and get half of it.
half of it and have to wait the rest of your life for the other half to come out.
Yeah.
Because
He made me feel like
I
such a
collect
sucker.
all the Avengers. I have a full run, and that was one of those books where I was like, oh, yeah, actually, this all started because I made a post on Twitter, and I was like, I occasionally remember that I love Force Works, like the team. And that's
was
actually
that-
written by
oh,
Abnett
wait.
Lanning, too.
Oh, it
Was
is?
that Force Works with Thunderstrike?
No, it's
No.
it's Iron Man,
Yeah, U.S. Agent
Spider-Woman.
is his worst costume ever.
U.S. Agent in his worst costume ever.
Which color?
It's like
It's
he's
still
got
black,
this
but it's
thing
got
on
this
his
fucking
nose.
Birdman shit going on, man. Birdman. I need to show you
Who
what
else is
these
in
Birdman videos are about. It's about an NBA player.
And then
Birdman,
I know
Birdman.
who Shaq is.
No,
then-
it's not about Shaq.
Oh,
Shaq is making fun of this other player.
Oh, okay. And then Wonder Man.
Yeah, Birdman.
Wonder Man and Scarlet Witch.
Anything with Wonder Man and Scarlet Witch
Yeah.
plus.
Yeah.
Was he wearing the red jacket?
No.
Damn it.
This-
that
this-
was
this
that
is-
was 90s time.
90s.
Oh, it's super
Yeah.
90s,
Yep, yep,
man.
yep.
It's like super muscly, more than He-Man.
Yeah.
Like bulges more than He-Man.
Whoa,
the art's
whoa,
terrible.
whoa.
Yeah.
ConspiratorBrock.com. That's Brock's blog and video pull list.
That was an extra 5 minutes of just random shit.
It always
or
is.
after the plug.
This is why everyone has to keep listening to the end.
Wanderers
Make it worthwhile, baby.
Wanderers in the Fourth Dimension. That's Charlie's Doctor Who podcast. Etsy.com/shop/Leanne Hill Art. That is my wife, Leanne. That is her Etsy store. You can go and pick up some stuff from her there. We're all on Twitter. Ryan Higgins, Ryan. Brock is Brock Sager. Bryce is Larson Bryce. He said he'll be back on. In 2 weeks. We're not having an episode next week. I'm going to be out of town, so no episode
you're
next
not
week.
here next week?
No episode next week.
No. Well, I'm actually not here either. I have recording session.
Yeah, no episode next week.
Oh, that's right. I remember you telling us that.
Yeah.
Larson.
Wait,
Bryce.
I thought it was the week after you're not around. You're fucking with me now.
No, next week.
So we're both not here?
On Tuesday?
Apparently.
Yeah, I'm not here.
Fuck!
Why?
Well,
Because he wants to do it
Yes!
by 5.
I would like to take this moment to say that
What are you messing with my plans?
if Ryan Higgins would get off of his ass
Wednesday.
no,
and
it has to
post
be
some
we have to
Patreon
record
content
before now.
for the Patreon subscribers.
What?
Because it has to come out the right day. But
What? The kids'
his format
conspiracy?
probably
Oh,
will not
fucking
release
Christ.
it.
Toby.
Hey, don't even roll your eyes
Toby
at
is
that.
Toby XI. Charlie's Insanity and Chaos.
Hey, you want to be on a
Store-
.5 finally?
Store. You're not going to be here. The store is Comics Con
We'll
store.
record it some other way, man.
No .5.
There's-
Please.
You can't say no to the .5s,
No,
baby.
You need to have a fresh start with your .5s.
There's
It's
also
the
no.
.5 now, starring Scott Shea and Bryce Larson. I'll just record it.
There's also no Geekbox next week because I'm going to be gone.
then we
so
could do it on Monday. We could do it Monday. We
Geekbox.
could do Monday. We could do it Monday. No, fuck.
Geekbox, the Comedy Button, Manga Nations, and the Infinite Binge video podcasty thing that's on YouTube. It's not a podcast. It's not a video.
It's a YouTube
on
channel.
YouTube, but it's not a YouTube channel. It's audio on YouTube. Go over there and listen to all those things as well. They'll listen to us next week. We're not going to be here. I'm sure I'll have many stories from Seattle.
You're going to lose so many listeners by not being here 1 week.
No.
Where are you going?
So many.
He has extra
Seattle.
content with the kids.
Emerald
conspiracy.
City
He just
Comic-Con?
doesn't post it.
No, that already happened.
Jackass.
I think my sister's going to be in Seattle at the same time.
Go to Snoqualmie
What
as
the
well.
hell is that?
Twin Peaks.
The fuck?
We
Yep.
hope he comes back.
Yeah, I'm going to be at Tolpo when I come back. It's going to be amazing.
You're talking a different language right now. What the fuck are you talking
It's
about right
Twin
now?
Peaks. He's going to Seattle.
Is he going to walk backwards the entire city?
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
I'll pay to watch that, actually.
I'm gonna have a good slice of some
He's gonna
damn
Facebook
fine
Live it.
coffee.
Go get a
and,
Jaffa dog.